life. Bro, I've seen this TikTok already. Oh man, what a day this was. No complaining tonight, Unc. I do whatever I want. Damn, they're not yelling to the mic, bro. Broski. Remember, plot isn't bad. I didn't say. Alright. Bro, what's wrong with my volume today? I didn't say plot was bad. I just don't like when. Hold on. I just don't like. I don't know. It's just like. I don't like it when. You know what? You're right. I'll give it to you, bro. Maybe I just don't like the plot. But I just don't like when the story's slow. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just first. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, it's like besides the fights and finding out like some of the secret behind the two bodies and like seeing some like highly anticipated fights, the plot of Lookism just it isn't good in my opinion, right? Like it's just long and it feels dragged out. So it's like when I complain, it's not necessarily because it's a terrible chapter. It's more so that it's not as good as early Lookism, bro. Like it doesn't feel a lot of the chapters don't feel substantial or like well written, and it's like once in a while we get a good chapter that's not about fighting, right? Like the chapter about learning about Jaegyeon and Speed and Incheon. That was a good chapter, right? It really made you understand Jaegyeon's perspective. But like the chapters after that, it's like there's not much to really feel good about, right? And I don't know, it just feels dragged out and it's like I just feel that's like what the story is about in general. It's just like it's a lot of it feels like PTJ is just trying to stretch it out as long as possible, and I don't like that because it's taking away from the story overall. All right, give me 1 second and then we can start the stream. Hold on. I'm texting somebody right now. I'm trying to think what to text. All right, I just shot a shot, y'all boys. I'll let y'all know if it goes in, bruh. I'll let y'all know if it goes in. All right, let me lock in, bro. Lookism Chapter 569. Well, bad news, bro, is definitely gonna end at Chapter 600. What are you talking about? Like, we're like 31 chapters away from Chapter 600. It's not gonna end at Chapter 600, bro. What are you yapping about? There's no way. Like, PTJ has somehow gotten the story to chapter 5. Oh, the arc. Oh, okay, never mind. All right. Yeah, I feel like dragging it that out to chapter 600 is crazy. But I guess that's really the typical. I mean, I'm damn 31 chapters, bro. That's more than half a year. So, bro, basically, we're gonna be doing Incheon till next year, dog. 31 chapters. That's 31 weeks. There's 52 weeks in a year. So that means by next summer, we're still gonna be in Incheon, bro. Oh God, bro. Oh no. Honestly, I want to be done with Incheon by the end of the years. By the end of the year, honestly. But let's go ahead and get started. I mean, big deal. I don't know what this is about, but the situation has gotten much better. Now we got room to start our operation. As of today, the long internal war ends. Let's charge for a united Incheon. So we got Ally, well, just Daniel, Speed, and some big deal members. As you should, for a united Incheon. But we'll be the ones achieving that goal. I knew you'd be back. Thanks, Jake Young. Yes, sir. I should be the one saying thanks. Thank you, big deal. Speed, I'm not helping you because I like you. I wish to protect that. I know the feeling. I know that feeling. That's why I'm helping. Bro, we got the freaking lineman as the Flash over here. Let's go, everyone. I'll clear the way. I'll show you how much I've changed. Samuel Youngman, thank you. I'm sure your son Baze told you this. Don't embarrass yourself when you're a part of Big Deal. I never thought you to lose to guys like this. Yes, sir. Now what? We're totally surrounded. I told you the plan earlier, remember? We need to get back to our base first. But there's no way out. There's no way to get through them. What's so difficult? Just barge through them. Chess monster. Do you have a way out? It's nothing hard. Though it isn't exactly my kind of thing. Ooh. Set the whole place on fire. Fire. The lanterns caught fire. Damn it. The lamps are falling. Get out of here. We're gonna get hit by burning lamps. That's one primitive solution. Dark Crocodile Society's breaking up. Now's your chance, Speed. Get in the taxi right now. Let's get out of here as well. We're just gonna get in Speed's way now. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I gotta send this text real quick. Fucking alright. Let's fucking get out of here. And we'll get you out safe and sound. Chase those taxis. We need to catch them. The taxis are a distraction. What? They're probably never in that never-ending hole. Since they're inside the labyrinth, we've already lost them. Ah, they got away. Thanks. I didn't expect you to stand up for Speed's sake. I'd also like to thank you on behalf of the Incheon residents. I have a question. What is it? Are these all of Speed's members? Yeah, why? We're fucked, Lyman. I feel like we shouldn't have betrayed them. Following your heart comes at a price too. Don't worry, they're really skilled despite how they look. And just how do we look, Daniel? Honestly, like you'd get your money extorted in the underground mall. So what's the next plan? Looks like you've been preparing for this for quite a while. I knew you were a smart big guy, Big Chess. Alright, everyone focus. I'll explain the plan now. But before that, just hurry up and say it. The underground mall is the way to Speed's hideout. Huh? Oh my gosh, how did she not notice they put a tracker in her boots? Is she dumb? So you're telling me you don't notice a guy picking up your boots and putting a tracker in there? That's insane. Here it is. This is why I let them run. I had a GPS planted on Yuo Ha. You're amazing. You're planning to uproot them completely from the start. You're wise. There's no way they can run now. After all, more than half of the Dark Crocodile Society is here. Alright, this is it. This is Speed's hideout. We checked, there's no other entrance. That's good. Then I'll open it now. I wonder what kind of look will be on Jae-Na's face. What the hell? How can that be? There's no one here. There's a letter. Oh. It says dumb fuck. I'll explain the plan now. But before that, let me ask you. Why do you think Speed hasn't been able to attack Chinatown all this time? It's because of the sheer numbers of the Dark Crocodile Society. They've got way too many members. So I focus mainly on studying how to draw their forces away. Because we need them out of the way to catch Seoul and Pachonjo. And how do we do that? Our hideout. I'm gonna leak Speed's hideout location to them. You're gonna leak our location? What are you suddenly talking about? Seoul always wanted to uproot us completely, but he was always at the disadvantage because he didn't know the exact location of our hideout. But this time, it'll be different. Today, he'll find our hideout. Wait a minute. That's right. Since he planted a GPS on you. He probably planted it when he thought you had you caught here. Huh? He probably planted it when he had you caught here. He had a habit of planting GPS ever since his time as the motorcycle hunter. If you knew that, why didn't you take it off? I told you. I'm going to make Seoul come here. Once he finds out the hideout's location through the GPS, he's going to bring at least half of the Dark Crocodile Society's forces so they have the best shot. But he'll regret that immediately because we won't be at the hideout when that happens. Right, when the Dark Crocodile Society forces are all out, we're gonna rob their empty house. Seoul, things are bad. We just got a call from Chinatown. Speed has barged in there. There aren't many forces there right now. There's no one who can take on Speed. There's only a small fries here just like we thought. We're gonna keep the space and take over Chinatown. We need to be quicker. Seoul's returning right now. But our head count's too small to take over this place. Don't worry about that. We have someone who'll help. Someone who'll help? I told you, didn't I? I didn't go out giving out ramyeon for no reason. What is that? I asked for a favor a long time ago. What favor? I'm definitely going to make my counterattack someday. So when that happens, come and help me. All the kings whom Incheon won over. Oh! Hello, Unims Nunims. Hello, I'm BJ Shobu, the representative of BJ of the Buchan streamers. Jae-na, I came to keep my promise. Oh, look at the art. I could definitely tell the art's changed based on this guy's eyes. Seoul Air isn't too bad either. Youngnim, Incheon is not in Seoul. When did they change that? It was never a part of Seoul. King of Daejeon. Let's go. Let's end this war today. This long war. We have only two targets. Seoul, who betrayed Speed, and the reason for Incheon's internal war. And Pachonjo. Harang now it belongs to me. Anyone who wants it can come at me because there's no way you're taking it from me. Come on, bro. You know who's gonna take that from you. You know Goo about to pull up for that sword. Pre-generation Dark Crocodile Society absolute master Pachanjo. You know my boy Goo is finna come for that sword, bro. He's not playing with y'all. Goo gonna do some gun performance during the end of the arc and solo that fodder. Who told Goo though? Bro, what do you mean? Goo knows the sword is in Incheon. Plus, Goo is from Incheon. You know, also, what's it called? Samuel went to Incheon looking for the sword for Goo. So, of course, he knows about it. Yeah, who was the one who told him in the text? It could be what's it called? The Hong Kong guy that's working with the Dark Crocodile Society. I feel like it's him. Cause the way they're setting him up, I feel like there's no reason for PTJ to point out he's Hong Kong and beefing with that Chinese dude if it wasn't for the fact that he's gonna betray them at some point. So when Goo shows up, he's probably gonna be like, "Oh, the sword's up there. Go get it and fuck up Pacha and Joe." So I definitely think what's gonna happen this arc is that I think yeah, I'm not gonna lie. What I think is gonna happen is Pacha and Joe is gonna fight somebody on the speed side. It's not gonna be. He's not gonna fight Jake. He's not gonna. He's either gonna fight Daniel or no. He's not gonna fight Jake Young. He's gonna fight Daniel though. He's gonna fight Daniel for Daniel to get some upscale, but he's gonna ultimately beat Daniel. And before Daniel has the chance to fully master his path or go into UI, I think Goo is gonna show up, take the sword, and that's gonna give Goo basically it's gonna create the perfect Goo, right? Where he has his sword, the Harang sword, and be basically upscaled to be able to beat somebody with their own path. I think this might be the time we see Goo get his path, cause yeah, like I'm telling you, he's gonna fight Pachan Joe. I'm telling y'all, cause Goo definitely has the experience and the skill to reach his own path, and that's the reason he lost the gun. So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna use Pachan Joe to upscale Daniel by having Daniel fight him and maybe get closer to developing his path or discovering what it is. But ultimately he's gonna lose, and before he beat Daniel goes into ultra instincts or fully masters his path or whatever, Goo's gonna come in, third party to fight, take the sword, and have the last piece of his puzzle to get his own path, and then have a showdown with Pacha and Joe and beat him. So, 1 second, somebody's calling me. Yes, hello? Hey, who is this? Oh, this is, yeah, okay. Can you give me 2 minutes? All right, thank you. All right. All right, somebody's calling me. I gotta go take this. But, like I was saying, Goo's gonna come in, have the sword, and be able to have the everything he needs to reach his path and eventually beat Pacha and Joe. And it's gonna be Goo with his path versus Pacha and Joe with his own path and be able to beat him. I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I think it doesn't make sense for both Daniel and Goo to fight Pacha and Joe. Because if Daniel fights Pacha and Joe and loses to him high difficulty and does super a lot of damage to him, it's gonna be hard to say Goo got stronger with the sword without without having like I don't know. It's still weird. I'm really interested to see how PTJ goes about the whole Gu and Daniel versus Pacha and Joe, because I don't see, nah, genuinely I don't see the reason for Daniel to even fight Pacha and Joe, bro. It makes no sense in my opinion. Yeah, it might be Daniel versus the painless dude. Like, cause the way the matchups are going, it's definitely gonna be UJ versus Jaegyeon. Daniel doesn't like. I don't see Daniel fighting Park Joe, honestly. The only other person Daniel could fight that could give him a challenge is the second in command to UJ, which is the painless dude. And yeah, like besides that, Gu, it makes more sense for a top tier like Gu, who wants the sword, and Park Joe literally just said, because there's no way you're taking it from me. Anyone who wants it can come at me. So it's like he has what Gu wants. So who else but Gu is going to fight him? If Daniel can win against Pachinjo, there's no need for Gu to fight. I think what's gonna happen is that Gu is gonna off-screen Pachinjo, bro. I think Gu's gonna come in, get the sword, beat Pachinjo, and then when everybody's like, all right, we beat everybody in the Dark Crocodile Society, let's move to Pachinjo and take him out. They open the door, and boom, Pachinjo's already dealt with a bunch of cuts, and you just see Gu walking out. So I think either Gu's gonna off-screen Pachinjo and then just dip. I think it's gonna be something like that. I don't see Daniel fighting Pachinjo. There's no reason for him to fight him. I think a better person for Daniel to fight is the painless dude. Yeah, but why would Daniel get the sword? Daniel doesn't need the sword. That doesn't make any sense. Either Daniel's gonna fight him, like, I don't know, maybe Gu would just show up and be like, oh, you already beat him, and just take the sword and leave, bro. Maybe that's what happens. Or Samuel just takes the sword and gives it to Gu. Who knows, bro? But I don't think it should be Daniel fighting Pachinjo. It doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion. But who knows what PTJ is gonna do. But anyways, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys next week around the same time. Don't forget to subscribe to my TikTok. Is down here at the bottom of the screen. I'll be posting some videos later today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.